Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki, known here as the One-Handed Bandit, and I've already done my brows off camera. And as I mentioned in my last video, I have quite a few palettes that I don't use very much, and you know how sometimes it is when you're into makeup and you're a makeup addict. You tend to just buy whatever new is coming out, and you end up with about 40-50 palettes that you hardly ever use. So what I decided to do is revisit some of those palettes and create looks to help develop my love for those palettes again, because you know sometimes you'll see a palette that's just released and you'll love it. It has all the beautiful colors that you're looking for, and then a month later it's forgotten, it's at the bottom of your vanity. So like I mentioned, I already done my brows off camera, and I also primed my face with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And I'm going to do things just a little bit different today. I'm going to do my foundation first before I do my eye makeup. I just want to see how that works for me, and then maybe in the next video I'll do my full face, eyes, and then brows. I'm just trying out different options over the summer to see what works best for me. So if you're interested in this video, keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting out with a very neutral palette. It is the Tarte Toasted palette, and these are what the shades look like. And I'm going to begin with this first shade here, and that is called Warmth. And I'm going to go in and, well, first I have to prime my eyelids. Oh, you see, I'm a creature of habit. I just said I was going to do foundation first, and here I am priming my lids. So let me just finish this and then I'll go and do my face. Okay, so that's blended, and then I'll go back and blend that out again. So for foundation, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild foundation, and this is in the shade Cocoa. Now I purchased this foundation about 3 or 4 months ago, and this may have been my second time using this foundation, so I want to get some use out of it. And I like that it has this applicator where you can just swipe it on your face. I know some people enjoy a pump, but I'm not mad at this type of applicator. So I'm going to blend this out with my Sonia Kashuk blending sponge. Now this foundation isn't very full coverage, so it is very light on the skin. So if you don't like a lot of makeup on your skin, this would be a good foundation, a good drugstore foundation at that. I wonder if it's the sponge. Let me grab a foundation brush. I'm using this kabuki brush because sometimes a brush does provide a fuller application. Yeah, it seems like it's better with the brush, and it's applying more full coverage. Okay, for concealer, I'm going to be using my Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer in the shade Natural Sand. That out with my sponge. Then I'm going to go back with that brush and blend out the edges of the concealer so that there are no harsh lines. So I'm going to set under my eye with my Beauty Bakerie Flower Setting Powder. And this is the old one. This is just in the shade Yellow. I know they have some new setting powders in different shades. And I'm going to set the rest of my face all over with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder in the shade Medium Deep. I'm going to bronze with my NYX California Beaming bronzer, and this is in the shade the OC. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the darkest shade that they have. Well, it was the darkest shade that my Ulta had. Going to add a little bit of bronzer to my cheeks just to warm up my skin. Okay, so I will be working with the Cheers to Beauty palette. It is by the brand Colored Raine. These are what the shades look like. And I think I'm going to be staying with these two colors, the two grays. But I need to start out with some transition shades. There are transition shades in here, which are these three right here. They're called Razor Glass, Vintage Feels, and Debonair. But I wanted to try something a little different. So I'm going to be going in with my Tarte Toasted palette. Now these shades in the Tarte Toasted palette do look a little similar to what's in the Cheers to Beauty palette as far as transition shades, but these are much lighter, whereas in the Cheers to Beauty they are much deeper and highly more pigmented. So I'm going to be using the first shade called Warmth, and that is this shade here. So now I'll go back into the Cheers to Beauty palette, and I'm going to be using this red shade, which is called Debonair. I'm just gonna go back in with Warmth and blend out the edges. And I'm just going to deepen up the outer portion of my eye, and I'm going to be using this chocolate brown shade called Fireside. And now I'm going to take this is a gray shade, and I'm going to add that to the inner portion of my eye, and it's called Iconic. Looks extremely dry because I haven't set it yet, but I'm just gonna line my eyes. And I'm going to set with my Anastasia Dewy Set Setting Mist. And for highlighter, I'm going to use this Becca Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Chocolate Geode. Gonna brighten up my lid a little bit, and I'm going to be using this shade, which is called Diamond Jubilee, and I'm just gonna lightly dab it onto my lid. I added my lashes off camera, and I applied the lashes by Kotoured Lashes, and they are in the style Cute. Since my eye is very bold and dramatic, I wanted to fall back a little bit on the lashes, but I will step it up a bit with my lip. And I'm using the MAC lipstick, and it was in collaboration with the YouTuber Nyma Tang, and it's this gorgeous red shade. So that is it. That is this a final video today. I will be doing a few more videos like this because I'm not purchasing any new makeup, and I'm going to be using a lot of the palettes in my collection, revisiting them and creating new looks. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video. Make sure you subscribe, and also hit that like button. Let me know that you liked today's video, and also leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think of the look. Tell me whether you liked it or whether you didn't like it. Tell me whether you would have done something differently. Let's talk about this look and this idea of revisiting other palettes that we already have in our collection down below in the comment section. And I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.